Brought to you by...
Bugs. We all hate them in some form or another. There's something creepy about the idea that they could be, and are most likely, everywhere around you at all times. Crawling along the floor, behind bookcases, through the cupboards where you keep your food. They are lurking behind your walls, breeding, infesting your home. It's a lurking fear that we all share in the back of our minds, that only comes to the surface once we see one of them for ourselves. That's why today, I wanted to share some of my favorite insect infestation films. While James Gunn's Slither technically is more of an alien invasion film, I chose to make it number 10 on this list because they take the form of these strange slithering slugs that infest a small, middle American town, turning the residents into an amorphous hive mind that aims to plague the planet. It's a twisted and often gross-out horror comedy that is sure to make your skin crawl. Crafted by Guillermo del Toro, Mimic brings together science and creature feature by introducing a genetically enhanced cockroach into the sewers of a city and allowing them to breed and adapt to hunt new prey, us. While not the most original concept among many films of its type, Del Toro took the premise in a new direction and executed a unique horror thriller that is somehow both sci-fi and gothic at the same time. In 1975's Bug, an earthquake releases a strain of mutant cockroaches with the ability to start fires, which proceeds to cause destructive chaos in a small town. While this one is not exactly a great idea, the concept is, if nothing else, unique, and the film delivers on its creepy crawling moments in droves. In 1987's The Nest, a biological experiment goes haywire when meat-eating mutant cockroaches invade an island community, terrorizing a peaceful New England fishing village and hideously butchering its citizens. This one has always been one of my favorites due to the horrific insect death sequences and the mutant bug transformations that it leads to. While it's technically a giant bug movie, 1954's Them is still an infestation flick, considering a nest of giant radioactive ants is threatening to consume the world, and our characters are forced to hunt down their queen to bring an end to the swarming menace. This one makes the list because it is a straightforward creature classic that has been beloved by millions for years. Number 5 on our list sees a city slicker who makes his way to the swampy little town of Fly Creek, Georgia, to see his girlfriend, where he learns that the area has recently been ravaged by intense storms. More troublingly is the appearance of large worms driven up through the soil by the downpours. But what Mick, Jerry, and the locals don't realize is that the electricity from down power lines has caused the worms to go mad and develop a taste for human flesh. This is a weird little film that turns a normally innocuous bug into a horrific presence that anyone would find terrifying. We absolutely can't get through this list without mentioning a little segment in the first Creepshow called They're Creeping Up on You, which features some of the most intense and skin-crawling sequences of bug infestation that to this day I still feel have never been topped. In the Bay, the residents of a seaside Maryland community become the unfortunate hosts of mutant waterborne parasites that take control of their minds and bodies. This little found footage gem is one of the best in the subgenre that I have seen, and tells a unique and eerie story that you could almost believe is real. It shows incredible restraint, not showing off very much all at once, and utilizing body horror in a very interesting way. I absolutely fucking love ticks. The film is a wild 80s creature feature that follows a group of troubled teens as they are led by a social worker on a California wilderness retreat, not knowing that the woods that they are camping in have become infested by mutated blood-sucking ticks. This one goes balls out with its practical puppetry, creature effects, and outrageous characters. Number 1 on the list today is my favorite infestation film that brings the bug horror to rural America. Arachnophobia is a 1990 American black comedy horror film directed by Frank Marshall and follows a big city doctor and his family as they move to a small town that becomes overrun by deadly, crossbred house spiders. Jeff Daniels and John Goodman are incredible in this film, and the movie has made my skin crawl for years. But that's going to be it for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this little list of creepy bug infestation movies. If there's any of these you haven't seen, I highly recommend you take the time to seek them out. You won't be disappointed. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help us make more like these, consider checking us out over on Patreon. Any support helps this channel grow and hopefully leads us to be able to make more of these videos in the future. Until next time, stay safe and keep embracing film.